Oh, now, he's asked about this after the game. The situation is just a coincidence. It's a normal situation on the pitch between two players yelling at each other. Well, one was yelling more. There is no bad blood or bad intentions between me and Lamine. Everything is fine and there is nothing hidden in this situation. There really is nothing worth commenting on. Big deal, Shaq?
Not for me, no. Listen, on the one hand, it's not great to have a player of Lewandowski's stature kind of remonstrating with a 16-year-old. On the other, players do this all the time. And if you're Lamine Yamal, even though you're 16, now that you're with the first team, you're going to have to expect some of these exchanges when there's disappointment. Players kind of have these conversations, shout at each other, and it's forgotten immediately after. That, for me, is just par for the course here, and maybe it forces Lamine Yamal to recognise certain things, and in particular about how teammates may communicate. But I don't see it as that big an issue.
There was a very clear image after the first goal by Lewandowski. Great header, by the way, by Lewandowski. Yeah. Elite level Soto goal, in which after he celebrates the goal, they do a close-up of him, and he's essentially saying, well, you give me one chance, finally one cross, I'm going to put it away. And I think it's part of the frustration from Lewandowski in that he's saying, look, I'm not getting any service here. You give me a service, I'm going to produce. And that's, I think, the conversation with Lamine Yamal. It's a continuation of that same feeling. I'm not getting service. This kid is not giving me service. Nobody's giving me service. And so, therefore, I'm going to get mad at somebody. And in this case, Lamine Yamal was the one that, well, in the end, got blamed for everything in the eyes of Robert Lewandowski.
He's only 16, Mario. Surely he could be a bit nicer.
Nah, I think what happens in the pitch must remain in the pitch. And Lewandowski talked today. I think in Spain we saw images after this thing, and they were talking good, they were laughing. So I think there are things that when you are playing a match, the intensity or the emotions are higher than usual, and you sometimes do things that you don't mean to. But I think that's it. And it's okay for the future.
You know what was funny? Lamine Yamal, after he kind of sticks his hand out, right?
Yes.
And he almost like, oh, no, you're not going to give me anything? Oh, all right, okay, well, I'll see you. I'll see you later.
To your point, Dan, I think you're nicer, or Lewandowski is nicer to Lamine Yamal on the Monday morning or whatever next to the training. And you sit and have that conversation about you want the service early, when you want the service, where you want it. On the pitches.
It's international break, though. Yamin might be going,
yeah, it's a long time to think about that. Is that?
Yes.
What you don't want, though, is Lamine Yamal or taking the initiative away from Lamine Yamal, because what makes him an explosive player is his ability to take players on in 1v1 situations. You don't want him to think twice about doing that, because now he's thinking, as many players did over the course of the year, we must pass the ball to Messi. We got to find Messi. We got to find Messi. That you put that in his mind if you're Lewandowski. I got to find Lewandowski. If not, he's not going to get mad at me. If you're Lamine Yamal, you got to continue to play your game. Just make better decisions when you get in position, when you can service the ball to Lewandowski.